Welcome to the So Social Radio Show. I'm your host, Richard Martin, along with my amazing co-host,
Cheri Martin, and we are the WCN Interactive Team, business growth, marketing, and social media consultants, helping you to
dream it, plan it, build it, and most importantly, successfully do it.
For growth, prosperity, and success. And each Wednesday at 12 noon on TalkNetworkRadio.com, we share tips and techniques with you to grow you and your business, plus demystify social media and marketing for you so that you can have more fun.
And my favorite, more profits.
Yes, yes, yes. And I always say hashtag social is fun. So let's make it fun today, right?
Absolutely.
We have an awesome show today. We're excited about having a returning guest that was actually here with us a year ago, the last Wednesday of August. So we're going to be giving a little introduction for those of you that may not yet know her, but I know if you're in the Brevard community, you know her and have a lot of respect for this amazing lady as well. But we do want to do a shout out first for our partners and sponsors so that we can say thank you to them.
Most definitely. I want to start out with Toastmasters, a world leader in communication and leadership development. Find out how you can improve your speaking and leadership skills. Visit toastmastersd84.org.
BusinessAccelerationSummit.com is a rapid growth business summit for social entrepreneurs to mastermind and grow their business while creating a deeper impact on their clients and community. You can register for the upcoming summit, which is September 28th, 29th, and 30th at BusinessAccelerationSummit.com. It is actually here in Melbourne, Florida, beachside this time. I know, at the Crown Plaza Oceanfront. Again, register at BusinessAccelerationSummit.com and make sure you listen to the So Social Radio Show in September because we're going to be giving out some free tickets.
Yes, we will be, and they're good. If you haven't been there, please consider going. Also, everythingbrevard.com, a Brevard County, Florida website. Keep up to date with everything that's happening in Brevard and get your business listing on everythingbrevard.com.
And last but definitely not least is Sheer Artisan Salon and Art Gallery. It is a full-service salon specializing in hair color, skincare, and makeup. They're located in the shops of West Melbourne, Florida. For those of us here in Melbourne, we know that's across from that Melbourne Mall at 1533 West New Haven Avenue. The salon also hosts a gallery of fine artwork from local artists. It is just extraordinary in there. Definitely need to just stop by and visit. But you can contact Sheer Artisans at 321-729-89. That's 321-729-89 and experience yourself those awesome and amazing hairstylists.
They are good.
And also, we want to make sure our listeners know that you can always connect with us at So Social Radio Show on Facebook. Always, we do ask for a little like there, a little love. Let us know what you are interested in hearing and what you feel would be great information for you to help you grow your business. We're going to be getting ready here in another month to start that final quarter of this year. So don't slow down. We just got to speed up right now and make sure we hit those numbers.
Absolutely so.
And we're going to now introduce to you our guest today because she's going to help you see how you can grow your business through networking, especially through this amazing Chamber of Commerce that she is the president of, and that's Miss Nancy Peltonen. So welcome, Nancy.
Thanks, Cheri. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. I know, I can't believe it was a year ago. Really the time has gone. When you said it was a year ago, it's like, wow, it's amazing all that we've done in a year.
It is, and we're going to have you share so much today and with our audience. And I know you want to make sure our listeners want to get a pen and paper because not only will she tell you what's happening within the chamber, but she's going to be providing some great information as well and how you can grow your business. But I want to do an official introduction of you, if I may. Absolutely. I love boasting about our guests because I'm proud to have you here. As I said, Nancy Peltonen is the president and CEO with the Greater Palm Bay Chamber of Commerce. She leads a team providing opportunities for businesses to establish strategic partnerships and grow their business opportunities. Nancy is also a qualified leader and is no stranger to the Chamber of Commerce, having belonged to the Palm Bay, Melbourne, Melbourne and Cocoa Beach chambers, where she was the chairwoman of the nonprofit council for the Melbourne Chamber, representing the council on the chamber board of directors. Nancy also has more than 25 years of management experience. Prior to starting her chamber position, this is where I met her, not at this facility. Wait a minute.
Careful.
I better be careful of that. But through her, all of her great activity with this amazing nonprofit here, she spent 14 years as the director of marketing and fundraising for the nonprofit Serene Harbor Incorporated. And again, it's just a phenomenal institution here that provides so much for those that really need that extra help and support at a time which is a sad time in their lives. But she actually raised over $1 million and brought awareness to this amazing organization in domestic violence. So thank you for that.
Thanks, Cheri.
Appreciate that. And Nancy helps businesses to network and build mutually beneficial partnerships that will assist companies to grow and improve their business. This happens through a wide range of programs and services, which I know she'll share with us today. And drawing on the 14 years experience in networking, fundraising, and community engagement, Nancy now uses these connections to assist members to market their business and increase their circle of influence. So again, officially welcome you to the So Social Radio Show again.
Wow,
thank you,
Cheri. That was a very nice introduction. I did not realize I'd done all that.
As I started to say that, I thought, wait a minute, I better make sure I clarify that. I just through the support that you provided to the community through that, you were very top of mind aware in this community because of the attention you brought to this phenomenal organization. And we actually did a workshop there a number of years ago, right?
Yes, you did, about social media, and we had our computers and hand-on learning. That was, we're literally, I know you guys were going around, okay, people, you need to get into here. It really was basic, but it was one of those things where I think people think they know social media, or they really, I'm on Facebook all the time. That's not how you use it for your business. And so you guys were phenomenal. I'm thinking, maybe that's something we need to look at for 2018 to do something like that again, because I just learned so much, and they all change so quickly. Google Analytics and what you can and can't do, and Facebook, and so I just think to learn from you two, the experts, it's amazing. No, you know how much I appreciate the value of all your trainings that you provide for our chamber members. I think that's one of the things. When we talk about building strategic partners, we do that at the chamber as well, because having your skill set offered to our members to come and learn, trainings that you charge hundreds of dollars for, and you are providing our members that opportunity to learn from the experts. So I think that's awesome.
Well, thank you. And I know that definitely what you just said is something we haven't really, we've got the date set that we're going to be doing some workshops for the Greater Palm Bay Chamber, but we haven't decided on topics. And I was going to sit down with you and Pat and Carolina and say, okay, what is it that the members are asking for us? Because this is what we love to do. That's why we do the radio show as well, to bring to the to those individuals that want to just keep taking their business to that next level. And they need to have this training. And not always can be able to afford their own personal coaches.
Right.
So we love it.
Sometimes they don't realize, how you can work with them. And I think that's the opportunity too, that having that exposure, they realize this is something we do need to focus on. And you two would be the perfect business partner for them to hire to help with that, because you are the leaders in the field here in Brevard County. And I think that's important.
Wow. Thank you so much.
No, absolutely. And very generous, with your time and talent to support other businesses. And it's, that's nice when you see that. So mutual admiration.
We definitely enjoy it, but enough about us. We want to talk about what's happening down there in Palm Bay. Because it is like, wow, every time I pick up a newspaper or I'm online or seeing these streams coming through the news feed on any of the social platforms, there's something going on down that way.
Oh, absolutely. Well, some of the development that we have going on, of course, we were just kind of talking about the interchange. It's at mile marker 166. It's one of those that everybody said, Yeah, when is that starting? It has started. It was it's the Department of Transportation, so that's what federal. So you have to rely on what time frame they're on. It's,
And they're in a totally different universe anyway. Yeah.
Yes, they are. So the ground has broken. It's at mile marker 166 near Miko Road. So they are moving ground and getting that ready. And what's interesting about that is, along with Heritage Parkway, there's going to be 1.2 million square feet of commercial going into those two locations. And they're looking at about at least 480 homes. I'm sure there'll be more than that because it's such a huge area. And having another interchange, just opens up that whole area.
A much needed one, like you said, too.
Right. And what's going to be interesting, too, is that for people that live in the southwest part of Palm Bay, then they'll be able to access the 95 so much quicker. You can go back through the Bayside Lakes area because it's amazing how during the recession that stopped. There were quite a few subdivisions in there and now they're almost all completed. So by the time this interchange is good to go, that is going to be so built out in there. And Palm Bay, I think one of the key points to know about Palm Bay is that we're only about 35% developed. So we're the second largest city in Central Florida, but the largest city doesn't have as much space to expand that we do. So we're looking to be number one.
There you go. Palm Bay has a lot of accolades over the years that they've experienced. So,
yeah, some of the cute things. I mean, they've been recognized as one of the most playful cities in the USA for 8 years in a row. They're the number 3 retirement destination, and that was given to them in 2016. They are the number 3 top city for engineers, and Forbes magazine found that out. One of the number 8 best cities for STEM graduates, one of the second best Florida cities for millennials. I mean, really, in this area, we are kind of one of those hidden gems. And we're trying to get out there. I mean, really, people come to here to retire because it is like paradise, and it's not West Palm and Miami that, gridlock and craziness. I mean, you can get over to the ocean in 10 minutes and be on the beach and out surfing in the morning. And, there's parks that you can get to, and it's not all private. You can park your car and have beach access. So Palm Bay, really Brevard County, I think is an amazing place to live. So.
It is. And for those of our listeners that are not in this area, I mean, Brevard County is a very long county, and I heard once it definitely is the longest county in the state of Florida. Is it nationwide too, or
I don't know? It's 72 miles long, so we are definitely, you're an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, getting from Palm Bay up to Titusville, depending on where I'm going, and going to the Cape and stuff. I mean, it really is. People think, oh, well, you're still in the same county. Yeah, we are, but
it's a day. I know I attend a meeting every once in a while up in the Titusville area for an organization, and it's a good hour and 20 minutes for me to get there and back, and then plus the hour and a half in meeting. You're taking a day away,
Yes.
But so well worth it, definitely. But yeah, I mean, most definitely, and that's what I love about our county, though, is because we do have, we have 4 chambers of commerce in our county. How many causeways? Is there 3 or 4? I mean, I guess you consider Titusville.
Yeah, there's the Titusville, Pineda. You've got
Valley.
You've got 192.
Pineda,
yeah, 528. Yeah.
Yes.
So
I mean, there's all sorts of ways to get over to the beach.
Yes, there are. Yes, there are. Or you can kayak your way over if you want.
There you go.
Question: when they do that exchange going through the southern part of the county, there, in a longer sense, are they planning on building another causeway over to the beachside, or not at this time?
I have not heard that. That would be nice because you have to drive all the way down practically to Veros to get back over.
Wabasso or Melbourne is the two.
It's a long way to go, but I have not heard that. They are hooking up the Heritage Parkway, though, to the interchange, so then you'll be able to loop all the way around and up to the airport, which is great when that extra opening happens from 192 through to Ellis. So right now, knock on, I don't know what, press board. It was supposed to, the Heritage Parkway was supposed to be open. It's funny because I think when I came last time, I said, said, "Oh, in June." Okay, no. So then they changed it for another year and another year. And what's unfortunate is that some of the storm drains that they had in there were not up to code, so they've had to replace those. So they really have set a time frame of opening by November. So
That's
that
good.
will be, yes, from Southwest Palm Bay up to 192. And then they've got the approval then to do from 192 to Ellis. So then you'll have that accessed into the airport.
That's really going to be very beneficial for hurricane evacuation. And that's why I was thinking,
yes.
like on beachside, because where Mill Beach is, they either go south to Wabasso and over, or north to the Melbourne Causeway and over. And that does, interfere with some of the evacuation when they're leaving the barrier islands. But, no more than, not to bring a downer on our show today, but just want to give out prayers to everyone that is experiencing all that devastation in Texas right now. We have family and friends there, and it's a lot of people do. So, but understanding that here we are in Florida and we've experienced this. We just had the anniversary of Andrew last week as well. For those, your brother lost everything. So
Lost his whole house.
We totally understand a lot of that and what's happening right now. We just need to always understand that when they do propose something that is happening there in Palm Bay with that interchange, yes, federal government does, but it's such a very valuable piece for the community, and we need to support that.
It's funny because we did have this morning was our hurricane preparedness seminar that we had at our Brevard Business Professionals, and it just happened. I mean, we obviously had this scheduled months ago, and the fact that we're seeing all this devastation in Houston, and I think because we are in Florida, we take for granted, oh, yeah, we know what to do. And, it's been a while and, you get complacent. And I think that was one of the things they were trying to impress upon, especially business owners, is that to make sure that your business is also prepared, that you really are checking your evacuation kit to make sure you have the things that you're going to need. Because when you see the devastation in Houston, I mean, it just seems that is going to be years, you know what I mean? Like it's just
some of it will be a decade to repair and get everything done, and it's just like we've all said, a tragedy. But
right. But as business owners, we need to be prepared.
We know there's another hurricane coming for Florida.
You
don't
betcha.
know when or what, all that stuff, but we do know there's one in our future sometime. So might as well prepare.
So with offering that type of a program for the community, now that's not just for members. It's open your events, they're open for the community as well,
absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
So you're bringing this awareness. So thank you for that. Definitely.
Yeah, we had Jeff Guadalupe was FEMA trained on, kind of the things that you need to prepare. And then we had Joe Raley from State Farm talking about really looking at your policies, because a lot of people, he said what was really sad is only about 30% of homeowners have flood insurance. And he said most of the damage in Houston will be flood related. It wasn't from the hurricane. It was from the rivers rising. And, so just go over your policy, things that you kind of don't think about. And then Judy Bova from Paula Davis Restoration, they were talking about then what you do if your home is damaged, who to call. Because I was thinking, get your carpet up, blah, 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 right away so there isn't mold in that. And she said, no, that's dangerous to do that because it could already have growth in there. And then that could put the person at risk. You want the professionals to come in, sometimes with the hazmat suits, to make sure that they're, getting rid of the damage professionally. So it was very informative, I have to say, as kind of things that, you think, oh, yeah, I remember that they had told me that way back when. And, but you get complacent and you're like, oh, yeah.
So that's definitely what the Chambers of Commerce do. They bring this awareness to the community. And, I have a question for you. And I don't know if I asked you this when we were here last year or not, but what inspired you to become a president of a chamber?
Oh, that's interesting.
I know we're all very happy and very thankful that you are, but
I've
just been curious about that.
It's okay, and this sounds a little freaky, but I was at an event and there was a palm reader there one time, and she said, looking, you seem to have this overwhelming need to give back to your community. And I went, that's kind of true. I sometimes have a problem saying no because I always, we've talked about that, because I want to help. And I think with the chamber, it offered me the opportunity to work with small businesses and large ones to make connections, to see them grow, to provide them with information that can help their business. And I just felt like with the connections that I had established being in the chambers, that I would be able to assist them. And I guess I looked at it as that servant mentality that, I could offer value for our members and really help them grow, looking at it like what I can do for them. Mm-hmm. And, when we make decisions of things that we want to do, it's like, well, would this help our members? Is this a good thing? Not just, oh, that sounds fun, let's do that. I mean, I've done that once in a while, but, but we look at it like, really, is this going to help our members? And when I had taken over, they had a monthly luncheon. And I kind of thought, well, if you can't make lunch, and for a lot of entrepreneurs, and your radio program is always during our lunch hour, it's like, why would they ever join us? So we did start doing some breakfast and after hour mingles, and providing other opportunities for businesses to engage and network and have educational seminars. And we even do a webinar ourselves. It's kind of a little funny one, but
it is fun though.
Yeah, well, and so because we thought, if you want to just stay at your office, it's hard. When we talked about driving to Titusville, if they can just sit in their office while they're doing emails and kind of listen and then get engaged if it's something that perks them their interest. Hey, that's what we're about. That's what we're trying to do. So I just felt like I could make a difference.
And you are.
Oh, well, thank you.
You definitely are. Well, I just see, and I know, Richard, we've discussed this, because, we love to network. We love to build relationships and meet people, but there's just some kind of energy that's happening within the Greater Palm Bay Chamber that excites us. And we wish we could get more involved. And that's our goal here this next year, definitely, by adding more workshops but also be able to get to more luncheons. It's the one great thing about having an internet station. You can always pre-record the shows.
Are you listening, Jeff?
So we could definitely attend more of those luncheons because they're always so informative. And you had our producer, Jeff Heiser, as one of the speakers here at the beginning of the year. So that you met when you were here.
Yeah, last time. And I'm looking to have him again. He was so interesting. And I think that's some of the cool things about doing these different, who would have thought, okay, we're just having a conversation and he's got a new training and I'm thinking that would be perfect for our members. So I think that's what I find fascinating is who we talk about that. Yep. You never know who's going to be the next one that, you can work with and partner with and, kind of make a difference for our members. So it's exciting. I think and I'm not sure if this is the time, but one of the big exciting things that we have coming up is the symposium.
Definitely, we definitely want to get that information out there because this is new. And
absolutely,
is it the first time in Brevard County history that you've had all these people together in one room?
I'm not sure. I kind of think it might be because, I kind of thought that we all have a limited amount of time and we go to different meetings and we'll have a guest speaker. And I mean, that's really the model. That's what we do. Mm-hmm. But I thought, what if we could try and get all of these people in the same room together and then we could ask them questions because sometimes that's, they just kind of do a presentation and there isn't any interaction. And I thought, well, let's put some panels together. And we started with Congressman Posey to find out when he had available, which was 4 dates. So we worked around that. He's a busy man. So September 22nd from 8 to 2 is the date that we have chosen. It's going to be at the Space Coast Convention Center and it's only $45. It includes breakfast, a continental breakfast and lunch. And so our first panel starts off at 8:30 to 9:30, and we have Sheriff Wayne Ivey. We've got Thomas Weinberg, the chairman of the Port Canaveral Port Authority. We've got Michelle Maslin, who is president of the Home Builders and Contractors Association of Brevard. We've got Misty Belford, who is chairwoman of the Brevard County School Board. And then we have Jim Barfield, who is the county commissioner for District 2. So that's one panel, kind of what's here in Brevard with the elected officials. And then our next panel is 9:45 to 10:45. Dwayne DeFries, our executive director of the Indian River Lagoon Council. We've got Jim Kuzma, who is the senior vice president and chief operating officer of Space Florida. We've got Linda Weatherman. We all know her, and she's so fabulous. President and CEO of Florida Space Coast Economic Development Commission. That's a mouthful. We all know EDC.
EDC is a lot easier on the tongue.
Yes, it is. We have Eric Garvey. He's the executive director of Space Coast Office of Tourism, or TDC, and then Greg Donovan, executive director of the Orlando Melbourne International Airport. So that's kind of a panel with transportation and the economic development, the drivers that are happening here in Brevard County. And then our third panel has our elected representatives for Florida. So we have Dorothy Huckel from our Florida senator. We have then our Florida representatives from our district, Thomas Goodson, Thad Altman, and Randy Fine. So they're all going to be on a panel together and talking about, I guess, what happened in the legislature. That was a little contentious. Yes. And then kind of what they want to do for this year, because I think, a lot of Floridians got a little frustrated with the, kind of what happened last year. And then Congressman Posey was slated as our keynote speaker, and he is now having to go on a CODAL. He is going to South Korea and India. I think once North Korea started launching a lot of missiles, it's the whole neighbor area has been destabilized. So a number of congressmen and senators are going to the region, and so he is going to provide a video for us.
Oh, wow.
And we have a few other special things that are going to still happen. So, I mean, it really will be an amazing symposium.
I'm looking forward to that myself. Yeah. It's just an opportunity to be in a room full of people that are really definitely influencers within our community, our state, our country, that we can have an opportunity to ask questions of and hear from them. Hopefully, I believe they're going to be speaking from the heart and really sharing with us. I've heard a number of these speakers on other occasions, and we have some good representatives there, definitely.
Right, and I think what I want to have them talk about as well is how we, the business community, can help them, because we're always asking them, well, we want this and fight for that and do this, but there's things that we can do. And I think it's important that the business community realizes that and, take some action too, because it's really Brevard County that we all care about. And so there's things all of us can do to make this a better place. And if it's some kind of support that they need from us, I want them to share that as well. So,
and this is I guess you could call it a signature event from the Greater Palm Bay Chamber.
Yes.
So do you have the other chambers on board supporting you?
No, this was one of those, I just started making phone calls and they all said yes. And it was like, oh, this is getting bigger now. We thought we'd start off with a breakfast, and now we're, okay, well, that's another panel. Okay, that's another panel. Okay, now we're into the lunch. So, yes, it'll
be a full day. And it's a Friday, so it's a great day. And what I think is amazing is that you're having it right off of the I-95 exchange here in 520, which is up in the Cocoa area.
Yes.
For those of us in Brevard County, kind of a little more north and central, but it's a very easy access. So if you're in, from Mika to Mims, is that what they say?
Right.
From anywhere in Brevard County, it'll be easier for you to get there. So definitely. So how can they register? Where can they find all the full details so they can definitely register and be there?
Well, thank you, Cheri. It's the Greater Palm Bay Chamber .com, and all the tickets are there. They can call our chamber if they want more information. That's the 321-951-9998. But going to our website, greaterpalmbaychamber.com is the best, just because there's the details you can click right on and pay right on the spot. So yeah.
And all of that, of course, will be listed on our So Social Radio Show Facebook page, and it's already up on the website there as well with the links to all of that, because this is just one of the many events that is happening here with the Chamber, the Greater Palm Bay Chamber, and it is definitely to serve the community.
Right. Yes, I believe that. It was one of those why nots. You know, like it was, why can't we do that? And then when I started making calls, I'm like, okay, this is really happening. So it was pretty exciting, actually, I have to say. So we are looking forward to this being our first one of many. Obviously things can come up at the last minute. We had reached out to Senator Rubio and Senator Nelson and the governor, and they are not able to, with their schedules, be able to kind of say that far out if they can make it. So you never know. I mean, I still have hope, but
might
yes,
pop in.
you never know. So if we do, let me tell you, we'll be Facebooking the heck out of that. So
well, thank you for being a thought leader for our community and a servitude of our community. So I appreciate that.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. So, what is the planning for next year in the chamber evolving to be? And I know I'm stretching you on that, but might as well.
Is this starting your fourth year? Or
No,
third?
I'm not even at second yet.
Oh, wow. Not that I feel you've been there forever, but it's just so much has happened.
It has, yes. We've done a lot in 2 years. September 14th is my anniversary date,
Okay,
so
so
that'll be 2 years.
That's a good day.
Yes.
I like September 14th.
Is that your
That's
birthday?
his birthday.
That's my birthday.
Yeah.
We'll have to celebrate, Richard. We'll have mutual
Whoops.
cake society.
There we go. Cake day.
Cake day. Well, we're actually looking at that. We're trying to put our plans together. We would like to have the symposium again, so we'll see how that goes, because in an election year, sometimes it's kind of more difficult, but we may then change the panelists and how that looks. We're also looking at doing our signature mayor's breakfast again.
Oh, we missed that.
It's like the comedy show of, I mean, it seriously is. It's hard to describe that you can have 16 mayors get in a room and you think, oh boy, but they try and outdo each other. Okay, so last year, this year, we had Mayor Hal Rose of West Melbourne. He came and he brought the life-size poster of Mayor Capote from Palm Bay with his Dancing for the Space Coast picture.
Oh my goodness.
So he was standing behind him with his picture. I mean, they really are trying to outdo each other. It's hilarious. So we have that coming up in May. Our board installation and business awards happen in January. We're looking at a new event. We're looking at Burgers and Brews by the Bay.
I like the sound of that.
I know, right? Who doesn't like
That's
that?
got a good sound, yeah.
When we used to do First Friday by the Bay, we had a really good turnout, but for us to put that on every single month was really challenging. So we're thinking, well, why don't we have one night, get a great band, have some food trucks, have our vendors, and really have fun right by the chamber, because the view of the bay is... My office has the best view, I'm sure, in Brevard County. I mean, it is seriously just beautiful. So
I think I made a comment on one of your Facebook pictures you were working. I was like, how do you work with a view like that? You know?
But good for the mind, because when I'm stressed out, I look out and I'm hoping to find a dolphin or a manatee and see the birds fly by, and it's just so calming. But so that's one of our events. We're looking at having a tabletop expo. We are looking at our Brevard Business Professionals, so we're doing that monthly. Our luncheon is monthly. Your trainings. We have after hour mingles or breakfast. So we've got a few events in the works. So I don't want to say yes, we're doing them, because we haven't finalized everything yet. We're still in our planning. I'm hoping to have it done by the end of this week. So I'm just, I guess, premature coming, but yeah, we have so much going on. But the symposium is, one thing
That's
that I'd
now.
love to. Yes, that was the now. So we needed to promote that. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be able to share that with our community, and we'll again get links out there on
thank you.
all of our platforms so that people can find out more. And definitely, I mean, you don't have to belong to the Palm Bay Chamber.
No.
However, I do know that it is very valuable for a business to belong to the Greater Palm Bay Chamber. So expand on that and share. I mean, it's great networking opportunities, not only at all these big events, but other stuff as well. You have a lot of stuff going on.
We do. And, for the first time, I think ever, we have a guide for South Brevard County. When one of the things when I got to the chamber, and we are like a tourist drop in as well, because they think chamber, so they ask for a map and they want to have information, and we didn't have anything. The guide that said Palm Bay had, I opened it up and it had Sebastian Inlet was the middle page, Atlantis was one page, and the zoo was another, and I went, Okay, what's Palm Bay? The tree, the palm tree? I mean, I was, that's not saying a lot. We have a lot going on. So that was another thing that it started with, wanting to have a Palm Bay guide to collaborating with the surrounding cities. So now part of this guide is Palm Bay, West Melbourne, Grant Valcaria, and Malabar. We're all going to have information in this guide of what to do, important numbers, who you call for the different cities when, schools and libraries and boat launch areas. And so this is going to be a resource guide, but our members get a free listing in this guide. And we're printing 10,000 copies.
Wow.
And it's going to be on the website for the Chamber for Melbourne, West Melbourne, Palm Bay. And the mayor from Malabar said, well, we want that on our site too. So I mean, great exposure for our members. And we just kind of extended that to August 31st because we want to get it printed. It would be nice before the symposium. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but we have until the end of September we want to get it out for the start of the snowbirds coming in.
Great idea.
So, but that's great for our members. It's free to have a listing in there. So it comes with your membership. We also have monthly, we have our luncheons. Those are our signature events. We have coming up Phil Archer. We have Tom Campbell from Harris. We have Greg Donovan coming from the Orlando Melbourne International Airport. We have Jeff Pearsall from Space Coast Media. So we've got some great speakers coming up for the last quarter. Then we have our Brevard Business Professionals last Tuesday of every month. We have a monthly chamber chat. So that's our little YouTube channel, our Facebook Live, and that's our third Tuesday of every month from 2 to 3. We have Richard and Cheri Martin. Who
and we have one more this year.
Yes,
in October.
you do. Yes,
we'll be talking
you do.
on holiday marketing. So,
that's
holiday
perfect.
marketing tips. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely for
we've
the
been
businesses.
doing that for how many years now? This is our fifth. Is this our fifth year?
The sixth year we've been talking to holiday marketing, so it falls right in from when we're going to be. I think it's the second or third Thursday. I'm not sure. I was looking at my calendar the other day trying to figure out how am I going to get everything in. But
that's great because I think a lot of people get so wrapped up in the holidays that they kind of forget their marketing, and that is you just can't. And so we're kind of that's perfect for us. We're having our media and advertising auction. So that's coming up in October, and they can get advertising for pennies on the dollar. I mean, that's why I was just talking to Jeff about getting an ad here on the TNT, right? TNR. Sorry, I apologize. TNR. Okay. TNR radio.
Yes. Awesome. Yes.
We usually get things from Hometown News and Florida Today and billboards. We've had full page ads in Florida Today that are worth $5,000.
I bid on something last year that I haven't even used it. And I called her and I said, "Can I still take advantage of this?" We've just are now planning our marketing because we had already started some stuff last year. So I'm going to meet with her next week.
So there's business cards. There's senior scene, there's senior living, there's the Boomer Guide. I mean, really, these are the media in Brevard County to get your message out. And like I said, they go for pennies on the dollar, and it is part of your marketing campaign. You think, let's give that a try.
That's a fun night, too. A lot of great networking, a lot of laughs.
Yes.
We'll see drinks, lots of food. Is it going to be...
And notice how they arrange it. The drinks are before the auction.
Oh, you betcha.
They did that. Yeah. That was definitely
Is it going to be
at Holiday
PK's?
Inn Express again?
Okay.
Yes.
PK's place?
Yes, and we're hoping to have Carrabba's again. They put on the amazing spread and the sangria. We had fun. We did have fun.
and what is it, $10 to get in?
We're looking at free tonight this time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, free to attend because I think people sometimes they still don't get it. Like, we've been doing this for so many years, and I don't think they understand the value of this event. It's unique to Brevard County, and it's one of those things that as a business owner, why wouldn't you want to get an ad in some of these papers or on the radio, or, if you have 100,000 people listening to a podcast, why wouldn't you want to be advertising on that? So it's getting them to try things they may not think about, think outside the box, and then help them with the pricing on it, because sometimes then they can make it into a package deal, and then they realize the value. I think it's unfortunate when people think, like newspapers dead, or radio's dead, or I mean, everybody's still watching and listening to these things, so it's knowing your target market and reaching them in different directions. So
and you mentioned it right square on the head there from marketing. wherever your audience is where you have to spend your time and your money.
Right.
And it doesn't matter whether I personally like it
Right.
or I don't like it.
Right.
If I want to have money in the bank, so to speak, I've got to be there. I've got to be seen.
Right.
Well, and it's it's a fundraiser for the chamber. It's also a great opportunity to get together and meet people you may not have met yet, to network. To me, those are the opportunities right there. Plus, the icing on the cake is to be able to bid on advertising and possibly even get it at an 80% off. I mean, because I know that they cap some.
Yes.
That you have to start the bids at that point, but. Right. I know that there were some things last year that were just going away. Like I'm thinking, wow, I wish I could use that but it was like,
I know.
I'm looking at Richard.
The chamber should take this. We should bid on this. This is a great price.
We went there knowing how much I could spend.
It's good to have your budget. Yes.
But it was fun just watching the people bid back and forth too.
Oh, absolutely. And I think the billboards were neat. We actually used billboards because we have our chili cook-off, and we did that for the first time this year. It was so much fun. We had that at Harley-Davidson. We're going to have that again in February. We had our celebrity judges. So there was Sheriff Wayne Ivey. There was Palm Bay Mayor William Capote. We had Tom Niedert from the Brevard County Fire Department. So it was a great event. We had about, 15 to 20 contestants, Bob Aiello and Ginger from BRG. They won for Taster's Choice. And so it was just such a great day. There were the kids zone. We had the gerbil, I just call them gerbil balls, where you get in, they roll around. They look like gerbil balls to me. Bounce house, there was bands playing. We had beer. It really was a great day. Nice for the family and great exposure right there at the Harley-Davidson on Palm Bay Road. So, that was fun.
Well, I realized, just listening to all this and being active in our business community now, gosh, going on, is it almost 20 years?
Wow.
1998 we started our business, and we've evolved over the years, but next year, 18, we'll be hitting our 20th that we've been in business together. But I know that we immediately started getting involved in chambers of commerce. And as I said, we have actually been a member of all four at one time. We are involved in other associations as well. And when it really sits down, you evaluate where you're really building your business. We look at the chambers of commerce, the people that we've met. And what I really see and witness within the chambers is the friendship. I mean, you mentioned Bob and Ginger. I mean, they're friends of ours, but they also are a business associate. I mean, she's come to some of our workshops, and we've helped her with some of their social media. We hired them to do all our duct work and put a new air unit in. But that's what we support each other.
Just everything rolls. Everything just goes around,
and it's all about that friendship.
Well, and they say in business, you want to do your business with somebody you know, like, and trust.
Exactly.
And this is the opportunity to get to know that, because I remember when I was at a meeting one time at another chamber, and I had said, I need an air conditioner person. And they said, just look at the chamber website. And I said, who would you recommend? If this was your house, who would you call? And that's what, we want to know, is that you're making the referral, and it's your reputation as well. And so when you get to know people in the chamber and see them and see their consistency and how they are in business, then you have no qualms in recommending them, because you have gotten to know them and you see what their business does. And so then you feel comfortable, because there's nothing worse than referring somebody and either do a bad job, don't follow up, don't call, and then you're like, so I think that's one of the good things about the chamber, is to, spend that time and make those connections.
For sure.
Well, and the whole thing there, that's where the networking comes in.
Yes.
That's where you get to get that know, like, and trust factor and decide who you want to spend your money with.
Right.
And do it from there. And I don't mean to make that sound cold or calculating or anything like that.
No.
But in fact, you just said it, Bob Berg's phrase.
Right.
We do business with people we know, like, and trust.
Right.
And where else can you go to get that?
Right. Well, and they know they're going to see you again, so they better do it right.
Ooh, I like that. That was good.
They want that referral. I know. And what I love about it is because when I'm on social media and whenever I hear anybody, or I should say listen, I listen on social media with the news feed, and I see somebody talk about having air conditioning problems or maybe, water problems or whatever. I immediately think of those people that I know and have built relationships with through the Chamber of Commerce. And I know Richard this week, we had not really been involved yet in any of the leads groups. I mean, we have over the years, but our schedule has not allowed us to.
Sure.
And we started looking at those opportunities. So this week, Richard went to the Palm Bay one.
I did
on
see
Monday.
Richard there. Yes.
So they were going to either take turns or, because our schedule gets crazy. But I know
I
he
was
enjoyed it.
very impressed by the people that were in there.
Oh, good.
And they're good people. They
Absolutely.
They actually did pass leads. That were qualified leads.
Qualified leads, I
on
love
that.
it.
And then we all took notes on where we can help people out over until the next meeting comes around.
Yeah, there's leads groups, there's BNI groups, and I know BNI is a lot more formal. They tell you how many millions of dollars in business that they've done. You have that pressure. You have to come. You have to bring a replacement if you don't. And I think there's a place for everybody, and you have to find what fits you, your personality, and your business. And so that's one of my goals, I think, for next year is to have another leads group because not everybody can meet on Monday. So we have one the 2nd and 4th, but I'm looking to maybe build another one, another day, another time, so that we can reach more of our members that are interested in having that connection. Because leads groups, it's like having salespeople, adding to your mission because they talk about you and help bring you leads. So
that's how we grew our business. I mean, we're in BNI. I think we joined the chamber right away. Then we joined BNI, and that was those, not just BNI, but also the networking group from the chamber and our association with there. That was a catalyst for us to really go out. And I had never been involved on that side of the business before. I was always an employee. And so it made me nervous because I thought, these people are bosses. They're employers. How can I relate to these people? I've been sitting on the phone being a call center person, and all this.
And now you're a superstar.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard your elevator pitch, and you're spot on every time. So yes, you are one of the examples of how to do it.
That does come from me being a BNI director too. I used to teach networking classes for Business Network International. And I was the director here in the area in the Treasure Coast for
I'm not
about
sure you
5
mentioned
years.
that to me before, Cheri. So that's
5
going
years.
in the vault back here, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, networking. Okay, we might have to do training on that.
Well, I don't want to mention the name of my book because I don't have it all trademarked yet. But it's all about. But that's what my goal for 2018 is my book on networking, as well as putting an online course together and doing some keynote speaks.
So we're going to have to get you scheduled in our Brevard Business Professionals. That'll give you motivation. It has to be done by then because we want to launch. Yes,
definitely. Oh yeah, I have timelines. I got to find more time for me, right, to get all those books written.
She got the lines down really good.
Okay,
Yeah,
sticking to them.
Yes.
It's the time that, and that's with everybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody's got to squeeze in the time to do what they want to do and then do what they need to do.
But to say now that you're a published author.
Oh, she already is.
Yeah, that's right. I am on a compilation book with the Women's Prosperity Network, the fourth Journey to the Stage. Yes.
Well, now you don't have to share it.
That's right.
You can have the accolades all to you.
So that's why I have a business coach that I've hired to help me get through this. Definitely. And so, but when I say that, I actually have built my confidence through my networking, through the different associations, the chambers of commerce. And here in Brevard County, all of our chambers are so open and friendly and inviting. And, yes, you meet some of the same people in each one of them, but then there's always these new people. We attended up in here in Merritt Island about a month ago, we attended a small group that meets once a month at the Merritt Island Library. There's so many opportunities, basically with multi-level marketing, home-based businesses, that type of thing. So many opportunities. So I think definitely, I hope that the audience today takes away that, networking is the key and the catalyst to growing your business. So get involved and find out more about the Greater Palm Bay Chamber. Definitely. There are some huge things happening down there, and it is not your small chamber anymore. Not since Nancy arrived.
We have big dreams.
Well, I think that the dreams are getting ready to explode real quick. And not just with the growth that's going on down there, but with your leadership and the enthusiasm that's going on within that chamber.
Okay. We
Thank you,
just
Richard.
a real short minute
yes.
here, if you want to share what you
Absolutely. Last year, what we did, and so we want to honor this again. So anybody that calls the Chamber of Commerce, so go on our website or call us at 321-951-9998 and say that you were listening to the So Social radio show. We will waive the one-time processing fee of $25. And if you call by August 31st, you will get in the guide, which is really important. So that gives you 2 motivations to have 10,000 copies with your name in it, and then on all the websites of the cities. And we're waiving the processing fee for $25. So check us out. That's all I can ask.
It's an amazing offer. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
definitely.
Thank you.
And next Wednesday is your monthly luncheon already.
Absolutely. Yes. Phil Archer, our state attorney's office.
So, well, once again, we really appreciate our relationship with you, Nancy, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts for allowing us to come and share with your members. We've been doing that the last couple of years, and it has really, we've built some good relationships. And yes, we've gotten some business from it, but that's not the only reason we do it. We do it because we want to give back as well.
Well,
And
we
that's how
appreciate our partnership with you too. Absolutely. And I know Richard has looking to step up a little bit more in partnership with us. So we appreciate that. We'll see where that
I
goes.
kind of made that commitment, yes.
Definitely.
So but that's what makes the chamber is the members that are in it. So
Definitely. Well, our time is up.
wow.
It just goes so fast, you know.
I tell our guests, we're just having a conversation, and that's exactly how it went. So thank you, Nancy, for sharing and coming. But we will be here again next Wednesday at 12 noon right here on TalkNetworkRadio.com.